Hi team, Melissa here, and we are talking week 29. It is, I feel like I say it's exciting every week, but it is really exciting, so there you are, we'll let that stand. We are getting a bit more tired and a bit slower, feeling a little bit like an incubator really. Can't move very far or fast, and not doing too much outside of what has to be done. So I'm getting a little bit bored and I'm in that kind of place where you feel that tension where you want to be doing stuff and you want to go and have some fun, but you actually can't do anything. All that fun, but not too long to go now. I feel like we're on the home stretch. Baby is definitely running out of room. I'm definitely feeling breathless and full, and there are feet right up in these ribs and a very big baby, as you can see. So he is definitely growing well. Depending what app you follow, it depends what fruit they tell you baby is, but this week, according to my OVA app, he's the size of a Hawaiian pineapple, which is quite big. I'm still not sure how about 40 centimeters of baby fits in here, but he's in there, and I can feel it with the heartburn and all those things. So he seems to be doing well, though. He's doing his frequent movements, which is nice. The fibro is flaring. I actually can't currently turn my neck very far to the right. Some sort of muscle in here is just pulled, and so it's stuck. I am waiting to see the physio on Thursday, so hopefully she can help me with that. But luckily it's not the severe pain that usually comes with the muscles. Usually if I pull a muscle and can't move my head to the right, it's usually accompanied by quite severe pain all the time, but it's kind of okay. I'm using lavender essential oil rub to keep massaging it, to keep kind of the muscles moving and stretch as much as I can within the confines of the movements it's giving me. So that seems to be going well. I think that really is something that helps me, is that I can figure out where the pain's coming from and have a sense of what I can do to alleviate the pain around it, because this is obviously, I've got a stuck joint right up in my neck, but obviously it's not just one part, so the muscles play a part. So if I keep the muscles as happy as possible, then it doesn't put as much pressure on. So hopefully the physio can help me on Thursday, because it will be very nice to be able to turn my head again properly and to stretch properly. I find that both sides kind of suffer in terms of range of movement when one side is stuck. So looking forward to that. The pelvis has actually been not too bad. I haven't put my hip out. I've been quite careful with my movements and not done anything silly. So that basically means that while I'm not doing very much, I'm having a lot less pain, which is very, very nice, because it was feeling a little bit overwhelming for a while there with the infections and the pelvis issue and the not sleeping and the neck and heartburn, and you know the drill. There's quite a lot going on for a lady in the third trimester, but here we are. We're now kind of in countdown mode and kind of not, because it's early and late. So basically we're 8 weeks until the gestation my first boy came at, and 9.5 weeks until the gestation my second boy came, and about 10.5 weeks till 40 weeks. So it's always nice and helpful not to just think about that one date, that 40 weeks, because obviously pregnancy can be anywhere from 37 to 42, and I just find having multiple things to think about seems to help somehow. I'm also doing a lot of research about nursing. I'm really committed to having this time around be successful, and I'm learning some really great things, and it's quite interesting because some things that I have been told previously were just not quite correct. So for these first 2 weeks when Bobby comes, my goal will be to be skin to skin as much as possible and just letting baby feed as much as possible. And I don't even think at 4 weeks I'll be trying to get to the 3-hourly mark, because I have been told previously to try and push baby to that mark. but I think that might have been to the detriment of my milk supply. I'm not sure. I'm going to give it a go though and see how we get there, and hopefully all of my learning about technique and latching will pay off, and hopefully Bubby will not cause so much pain that I end up having to express, because I feel like expressing does put you off as well. So I'm really hoping that that goes well. I really do think that reading up and learning before baby comes is really important. So hopefully I've done a good thing there. If you want to come on over to the Pregnancy and Fibromyalgia Facebook group, that's where I'm sharing the tips that I'm picking up from everything I'm reading and the books that I'm loving, and the people there are talking about, the stages that they're at. So it's really nice. We've got a few people who are due really close to me. We've got people with beautiful babies already, but it's just so nice doing it in community. So do feel free to come along and join that group. And if you are curious about a concise kind of overview of pregnancy with fibromyalgia from fertility through to nursing and parenting, I have my book, Pregnancy and Fibromyalgia, so I'll leave a link to that below. If you like these videos, please do give a thumbs up and subscribe, and do leave a comment if you are pregnant with fibro, if you have any cool tips for any of these things that we're all suffering, and I'll see you next week for week 30.